G'day, and welcome to Jason J's
Feed the Beast
Direwolf 20 pack Let's Play. So, let's play. Okay guys, I'm back. Now, you might notice a bit of a change. We're running a Sphax FTB texture pack, which looks really cool. Now, we're going to make a few changes to what's going on here. I've already started a little bit. I said last episode we're going to work on Steve's carts, and I've started laying down some of the track for the tree farm. I'm just going to work out all the rest of it with the detector rails and turning the attachments on and off, and the cargo distributor, and then I'm going to build a multi-block farm for the rubber. And we're also going to get rid of him for a little bit. So you can see we've got the tracks down here, and we've got the cargo manager in place. Doesn't help when you're hitting them with the wrong thing. These spiders. There we are, got him. Right, so we're going to work on putting a cargo block distributor in here. That'll work off tesseracts underground to take the tree stuff out and put the fuel and fertilizer in. What on earth was lightning? Okay, we'll do a multi-block farm there. I'm going to build an area for a nuclear reactor and a steam boiler later on. So I'm actually going to do that out of watered blocks, just like Direwolf did, because if you can set a nuke off inside it, it's nuke safe, so new beauty. So I'm going to put together some blocks. As you can see, my quarries are running flat out, producing lots of stuff. Lapis, gold, shards. I'm getting the occasional diamond come through, and I've actually got, I think, 4 stacks of them now, which is awesome. Still only got 2 emeralds though, so that's alright. 5 stacks now. Woohoo! You beauty. And what I'm also going to do is set up, because I've got enough of the things that I need, what I might do is just get a stack of each pulverized thing and put them in up the top here in barrels, and then I can start working, well, change the setup a little bit so that things auto pulverize and smelt. So I'm going to go and make a few blocks of things, and I'll be back once I've done that, and we'll start building some stuff. Awesome. Okay guys, there's been a major change since the last little bit of video I did for this episode. It's been about a month in between, because I've had to move house and do all sorts of things with work. So I'm back again, finally. Okay, now a lot of things I was talking about I've actually already done, so I'll go through and show you some of the things we've done. I've actually generated a world that has quartz crystals in it, so I can get started on applied energistics. As you can see, my sorting system is out of control, and in over here is even worse. Chests going all over the place trying to pull stuff around the worlds. Now, as you'll notice by this, we have a nuclear reactor running, we have a mining machine running, and we have an energy system for it. I'll go through and show you all of that piece by piece. But first of all, what we were working on last time was Steve's carts. So we'll go through and we'll show you the end result, the results so far of that. Oh, that's the other thing I've also done. Okay, here's my tree farm, which is working quite well. Energy comes in, energy goes out, items come in and out, sorry, through the cargo manager down the bottom, and we've got a lot of wood. Why isn't that coming out? I will have to work that out. Okay, that's cool, I'll work it out. But it's running around quite nicely, planting trees for me, cutting them down, carrying on, using solar panels when it can and coal when it can't. How much coal have we got left in here? Oh, yeah, we've still got lots, and it's burning some of the wood. That's right, we're getting heaps of wood. Now, multi-block rubber farm, that's working quite well. It comes down here, we have tesseracts bringing fertilizer in and taking rubber out. It's working along quite nicely. And down underneath it, somewhere over the back there, I think is an aqueous accumulator. I know it's in there somewhere. They then automatically come out and go boing. Automatically come to this tesseract, which go to an extractor. They come out of the extractor into the tesseract, which then goes to... Where does that one go to? That one's rubber in. Can't remember. But yeah, it's all working quite well. That's also where I store my overclockers when I'm not using them in other machines. Okay, so a little bit's changed here. We've got carpenters and what's this one? Squeezer. That was for getting my seed oil out of. And we've got some compressors working here. I use this quite a bit for my well, I've had to redo the uranium in the reactor, so that's what I used all that for. We'll go and check out the reactor, shall we? Go all the way, actually, let's go back up here one level, because this has changed a little bit too. To do the auto smelting and pulverizing, I've got a pipe coming off here that takes my ores and puts them into this chest here. This chest here is linked to this one up here. It was just a lot easier than running the pipes and doing all that stuff, so I thought, we'll just use an chest. They come out, go into this chest here, out of the pulverizers, which is also fed by this tube here with the black, which is the non-pulverizable things like the for cesium and things like that. They then go over to that ender chest, which then drop into the furnaces, come out to the black ender chest, and then that goes into the sorting system over here. So it looks a mess, but it works pretty well actually. I'm quite happy with it. Oh yeah, that's right, the rubber comes in the top there. Now I remember. Done a lot of things, as you'll see in a minute. Okay, so downstairs we go. None of this has really changed at all. We come into this room here, and these engines, magnetic engines, are now no longer being used. I haven't taken them out yet though. So yeah, this tesseract now is a receive tesseract, and then throws the power through for the mains power. And we go downstairs, and these watered blocks here cover up my nuclear reactor, which is an exact copy of Direwolf 20's setup, with the golems doing the LCH condensators with the fabricators. Works quite well. What's going on in here? That's all working pretty well. Everything's where it should be. No worries. Now it's off at the moment. It's got another 2 hours remaining. This is the one that I use to make my quad uranium cells. And over here we have our temperature control unit, obviously set to 500. If I set it any higher, if I have 2 or 3 of the LCH condensators go out at any one point, it does have a tendency to explode. Not a good thing. So a lot of work goes into this. This comes from the switch upstairs to turn it on, an AND gate, which works off a NOT system here from the 2 MFSUs. This one over here is pretty much just a storage MFSU. I don't know why I've really got it there. It just powers the temperature controller. And I have the turtle set up running for doing the lapatronic crystals. Now those lapatronic crystals, they then go upstairs. I know it all seems like a bit of overkill, but you'll see why in a minute. I'm actually thinking of setting up 2 of the lapatronic setups. They come out here, which provides the power, Buildcraft power, to all of this, and it then goes underground over here, and then feeds, ta-da! Now, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 banks of 10 electrical engines. Now these were all made legit, and it took a long time. So yeah, I've been busy in the last month. Now each one of these has in it an overclock. That shouldn't be an overclocker upgrade. I don't know what happened there with something with an update. There should be an overclocked heat vent. Anyway, they have a circuit board that has an iron and a tin electron tube on them, which does the work. Basically works out so that each of the electrical engines produces 4 Minecraft joules per tick. So therefore on each bank I've got 40, so therefore each setup I've got 80. They then come through a redstone energy cell up to the tesseract, which 2 of them supply the mining machine. As you can see, they're all linked to that one switch, which I can turn on from down here if I need to, just to check what's going on. And then over here we have another setup that runs to the main power, which powers all of my machines and a few other bits and pieces. Okay, so that's here. Now we'll go back upstairs and I will show you the mining machine, which is again an exact copy of Direwolf 20s, well almost. Same idea. It's 16 blocks wide, and as you can see over here, I had a bit of trouble getting it all started and worked out, but I finally got the code sorted. Hello. I'll have to turn on my jetpack and go and find it. Where is it? It's over here somewhere. There it is. I'll have to find out what's going on there. I'm still getting used to this jetpack idea, because I've built my power suit armor. Let's turn off the jetpack on here. Okay, so it is the same setup. Sorry about that, someone at the door. Alright, so now, yeah, basically it's set up exactly the same as Direwolf, so I'm still working on the timing for all of the bits and pieces. That's where the problem was, that spawners had a problem. I'll have to make another one. Bugger, they're expensive. Okay. But I've got my book to the Whole of Worlds. So, yes, basically, oh, that's something I might do. I might make a frame. But I can't link to the frame, that's a problem. Okay, so, lots of tesseracts. Basically, each second one runs on a different power circuit. So that way I have 8 tesseracts running off 80 Minecraft joules per tick, which means they get 10 each. So they work pretty quickly, which is all really good. Alright, so you can see with the amount of resources that we're getting, oops, we just moved. Let's go and check out in my base just what's coming through. So you can see we're getting lots of stuff come through. So the barrel system is getting clogged fairly quickly, so we're going to have to do something about that. So, yes, lots of stuff comes through. So, applied energistics it is. So I've gotten started on it. As you can see, I've got a few plans for conversion matrices and storage blocks. I've actually made a couple of conversion matrices, and I've also made a 64K storage cell. The biggest one we can get. Why not? Let's go all out. So in here I've got the basic processor assembly, the advanced storage cells, segments, blocks, clusters, and then for the final storage, 64K storage bit. So I can build everything by plan, which is a lot easier than going the other way. So, how much are we getting through? Still only a stack. I'd built up about 4 stacks, I think it was, of dust when I got started on it all. So I'll let that build up for a little while, and then I'll be back and we'll put together a applied energistics storage system. I might even have 2 of them running side by side so that I can run a separate one for the pulverizers and things like that. I don't know. I'll work it out. I'll see what I've got here. What I might do is just manually pulverize some more of these pieces so that I've got some sitting there. And then as they come in, if I need more, I'll just have to snaffle them out of the system. Run a different pipe, I suppose. That'll work. Cool. Alright, so we'll run one big storage system, and that's going to free up a lot of space on these walls. And we'll run applied electricity pipes all over the place and try and reduce some of these tesseracts, because they do create a little bit of lag, I think. But it all runs pretty well. So yeah, it's getting there pretty quickly. Now, I made myself a set of power armor. They are awesome. They are really, really good. I can't say enough about how quick they are. That's just normal walking speed. Looks like I'm sprinting, but I'm not. But when I sprint, we get there real quick. And the jump and everything else that works really well. The only thing I haven't really sussed out, I think, is my power tool. Where is it? It's not in there. Must have it hidden somewhere. I'll go and find it and upgrade it. Run some cool stuff on that. Alright guys, we shall catch you later. Okay guys, now it's time to get started with applied energistics. Now, I've been pretty busy with it. I've been crafting a bit of stuff with the fabricator here, which is why I've got that set up. With all my bits and pieces that I've been working with. And all my plans are actually sitting in, where are they? Over here somewhere. This one. No, that's engineering bricks and stuff. I can't remember where I put them. There they are. There's all the plans, but I'm not really using them. I'm more using the fabricator with the NEI to get what I need. And then I've built up, so far, I've got 4 of the 64K storage, so there's plenty of storage to start with. I've got an ME controller, a disk drive, and I've got 2 access terminals. And I've also got the gear here to make a wireless access point. So we'll start with that, and we'll go from there. So we'll go downstairs to where I've got planned out for it. I've also changed where this one comes down because it was quite simply painful trying to get between the two. You want to separate them by at least 1 block. Makes it easier to get in and out of. Okay, so this is where all of our stuff's going to go. Now we need to set it up so that we're on Buildcraft power. So what we'll do is we'll put in the controller right there, and it charged up, no worries. And what did I want to put in next? The access terminal, I think. Access terminal goes, oops, in there. Shift click, and then we'll put the disk drive in there. And with the disk drive, we'll just put our storage cells in. So we've got space for plenty more. Okay, and the system is active. No worries. And it says that we have 1 disk drive and 1 access point using 17 units per tick. Not a problem. So that's pretty cool. So as long as my nuke's running, I will have access to all of this sort of stuff. Now what we'll do is we'll zip upstairs and we'll make our wireless access point. Only because I haven't got a crafting table down there. You can make them in a normal crafting table, which we'll do. And we put an ender pearl, 8 quartz fibre, and I think it was 3 iron. I'm pretty sure that's why I set it out this way. It gives me our wireless receiver. Now our wireless receiver and our ME access terminal, which way does it go? I think it was an access terminal. Let's have a look. Wireless, that one there, wireless access terminal. Here's the access terminal with that above it in the middle. Okay. There we go. So we'll pick that up. Now it says unlinked at the moment, so we'll go downstairs and we'll link it to our system. I'm pretty sure we link it to the controller. put it in our hand and right click. No, shift right click. There it is. No signal. Let's try that one. Do we put it in here? There it is. Put it in there and it becomes linked. Beautiful. So now we can... okay, what do we need for that? Let's have a look in the applied energistics. Flow controller. Wireless access point, that's the one we need. What do we need for that? Okay, so we need another wireless receiver, bit of cable which I have, iron and 3 pieces of glass. Okay, let's zip upstairs and make one. I knew there was something I was missing. So as you can see, everything's still running nicely. I've had to redo the reactor again. It turns out that I'm just getting enough to make a couple of extra uranium cells as it goes through the whole cycle. So, but I do have to catch it before it finishes, otherwise it does all sorts of weird things and blows out my overclocked heat vents, which aren't very hard to make. I'll go through that after. So what did I need? I needed some glass. I needed 3 pieces of glass. I've got my iron. I need oh no, I need some more. I don't know, I'll work it out. I need that one. So there was that, the glass fibre, and that for the wireless thing. So we'll make that to start with, and then we'll have a look at the recipe. 1, 2, 3. One of them, because it's our wireless receiver. And that was the one we're after. Glass and ME cabling. Need our glass there. Wireless, no, not that one. One of those ones. Okay, that gives us our wireless access point. So, we go downstairs. Why are we running downstairs when we have this already here? Turn on our portal and off we go. So the only thing about this power suit armour is it makes it hard to get through doorways. Now where do we want it? There. Put that one in. There we go, now we're wireless. Awesome. Okay, so now we're just going to go through and put all of our items in there. I'm not going to worry about pre-formatting all the drives and things like that, because really if I need more storage I'll just make more storage. It's not a real big deal. Okay, but the main thing is, and the reason I've set it up here, is that I'll then be running my ME cabling up through, I think it's about here. I think I needed it. Let's just double check that. I think that was the spot. I'll go upstairs here and have a look. It's going to be good to get rid of all this mess. That's where it comes up. This is going to be a bit more difficult than I thought, but that is a good spot for it to come through, because then I can run it along the wall, pull all of this out because a lot of this is not going to be here. I don't know where I'm going to put my recyclers. I'll need to set them up again soon. Main thing I use them for is the scrap to get the UU matter to make ender pearls, actually, because killing endermen is a pain, so I find it easier to do it that way. So what I'm going to need to do is probably run a cable all the way up in that spot to the top level, and then I'll make another access point so that I can, where is it? There we are. Alright, so let's put some cabling in. one there. Oops, wrong spot. Good thing about the pickaxe of the core is it gives you everything back. So we'll just start running a bit of cabling up through the house, and then we can work on putting our chest somewhere that we can then put an autarkic gate on and put it through. Actually, it's not an autarkic gate, is it? It's something else we use. Ooh, that's going to be a problem. There's my Zycraft tank. Oh, we'll just have to go up through there. Right beside it. Okay. May not look the prettiest when it's done, but that's okay. You won't see a lot of it. Okay. Now let's go up to another level. At least this way we get past both Zycraft tanks. Ooh, glitch, glitch, glitch. Where is that at? That was more of a good glitch. For anyone who's seen Umbilical Brothers, they'll know what that is. Where are we? There we go. So we come up through here. We'll actually go straight through the top with it. Where are we? We're on that one. No, can't do that. We can go through there. Okay. So that's all the way through to the top. Let's go up there. Now it's somewhere in behind this wall, I think. Nope, not under that one. There it is. Okay, so what I might be able to do is set up an extractor of some sort. Alright guys, there's the phone. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I've just realised that there's quite a bit of stuff I've actually got to do to get this all working properly. So what I might do is I'll disappear for a little while, and then I will sort all this stuff out, because I've got to put ejector modules into these. Okay, yeah, so I've got to make ejector modules. Let's see what we need to do that. Router upgrade, that's the one. Need some dark iron, which I've got cobblestone, pressure plate, planks, and a piston. Okay, that's not too hard. I'll make some of those, and then I can possibly put an input bus onto the side of it, and then hook it up, and then I'm just going to work out how to hook up this side to this side. Depends on how far the router travels, isn't it? Alright, I'll set it all up, and we'll see how we go. Right guys, I'll be back once I get a few bits and pieces together. Okay guys, here we go. We've got the applied energistics set up, ready to go, with the cabling running across to import buses, and they run, I had to go across the chests. Anyway, that'll be gone in a minute. It goes across to this one here, and across to this one here. So what we can do is we can go up to it, and we can put an ejector module into there, and we say extract from any side, and is it extracting them? There we go. And we want to eject onto the bottom. Which side have we got here? South side. No, it's the north side, I think. Anyway, we'll work it out. Pretty sure it's the north side. That seems to be working. With this one we're on the west side. Check to west. And we want to extract. Let that go on. And as you can see, it's pulling stuff out. I think it is. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's all working. I'll check the wireless interface in a minute. That one goes into there. Which side are we on here? We're on the south side. Check to south, and we go to extract mode. Okay, so you can see the little dots in the cable when they come through. There it is, indicates something that's moving through it. And we'll pull open our wireless access terminal, and we can see things are growing. Here, beauty. We've got a first applied energistics system working. Now it's only very basic at the moment, but that's okay, we'll expand it. So what I'll do between now and next episode, and hopefully this one will be quicker than the last one to come out, I'll work on downstairs here, getting together all of the applied energistics to do this side of it. So that shouldn't be too hard. It should be a lot more compact than what we've got here already. Alright guys, so until then, enjoy and subscribe obviously if you'd like to, and we'll catch you later. Cheers.